Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this migration, which is currently being rolled out by Zoho Campaigns. So in the top of the screen now, you're gonna see this action required. So I'm gonna click on that. So I'm gonna click proceed, and that brings me on to the integrations page. And what you need to do is look down through this list and see if you've got any existing integrations which need to be migrated. So you'll know because, for example, here I've got Zoho Survey and it says migration required. It's down here as well, Zoho Meetings, migration required. Click View Details. Yeah, here we go. And click Migrate now. And do you want to go ahead with the migration? So I'm going to click Proceed. Click Proceed. And the migration has begun. So you might need to wait a little while now for that to complete. In fact, in this case, sometimes it gives you a pop-up saying you'll get a notification once it's complete, but it actually looks like that's done it straight away. So we're learning here together. Yeah, that's gone there now. We're learning here together because I'm doing this on my own account. So I just wanted to make this easy for people to show you how to do it. So I'm going to click Migrate again. Similar kind of instructions here. I'm going to click Proceed. And we'll wait for that to complete. Okay, so there might be some things for you to do afterwards. So basically it's asking me here, do I want to sync, if I've had meetings in the past, if I've run a webinar with Zoho Meetings, do I want to bring in all of the contacts before this point, or do I just want to do people who are joining from now on? I am just going to sync current and past. Choose a topic. So everyone who is added to your Zoho campaigns must have a topic associated with them, something they're interested in. So I've got 3 or 4 topics here, I think. I'm just going to put them under news and updates, and a lawful basis would be legitimate interest for me. We can do a separate video on what all that means. And now that synchronization is in progress, so that's fantastic. So I'm going to go back here and I'm just going to see, are there any more? I can see some changes here on this page anyway. I think everyone has now been migrated. Let's click up here. Yep, it's got a tick up here and that migration step has completed. The next thing you need to do is the user management. Let's go on and do that step. So proceed. I'm just going to stick with whatever the default is. I'm just going to let it do that for me. Okay, so I'm going to click switch now, and this is the message that we saw before. And introduction to workspaces. So they've done something else here where they have introduced this concept of workspaces. It might be that you've got 2 completely different types of projects, two completely different types of mailing campaigns that you do. So like you might have business users and non-business users basically. So in that case you might want to set up 2 different workspaces where you manage those campaigns separately, and I think that is a brilliant idea, and I've seen that in applications like Monday. Just going to click switch now, and it is a really good way of managing the data. Once that's completed, you're going to land on this page here, which shows you all of the roles which have now been created for your Zoho campaigns. And the next thing you can do is just click refresh, and you're going to see that the button at the top of the screen which tells you need to take action has disappeared, and that means the migration is now complete. There is another section which has been added. If we just go to settings, so we've got our manage users, roles and privileges, which is where we just were, and workspaces. So by default you'll have a workspace created with your probably organization number. Not sure if you can rename that. Doesn't look like you can, but this is all quite new. Let's just hover over it, create workspace. No, that's the default workspace. So by default all of your data is going to come into that workspace. All of your contacts are going to be loaded in that workspace. If you want to create another workspace, you can click up here and you can give it a name and then go through the settings there if you need to.